Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom, and welcome to our Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you about dipping bread in salt. What is so special about this little act or little deed? What is its origin? And why this little action comes to correct Adam eating from the tree of knowledge? First of all, let's look into those two words in Hebrew. Bread, lechem, and salt, melach. Those two words are written in Hebrew with the same letters, but in a different order. The word lechem is written with 3 letters, lamed, chet, mem, or 30, 8, 40, and the word salt, melach, is written with the same letters but in different order. Melach is written mem, lamed, chet, or 40, 30, 8. Each one of those words has the value of 78. 78 is the value of 3 times the tetragrammaton. So when we dip bread in salt, we have a merge. The 78, the value of bread, meets the value of salt, 78, and then we have the value or the sum of 156. 156 is the value of the name Joseph in Hebrew, Yosef, or since it's 6 times the tetragrammaton, it refers to the Spirit. When we dip bread in salt, it means we respect the Spirit. Now the question is, what is so important in this little minor act? And to answer this question, we shall return to the book of Genesis. When Adam ate from the tree of knowledge, God asked him, "Is it from the tree, the known tree, that you have eaten?" The term "is it from the tree" in Hebrew is written in 2 words, hamin, ha'etz. The term hamin, ha'etz has the value of 260. 260 is 10 times the tetragrammaton, meaning Adam ate 10 portions. Adam ate the whole thing. 10 portions of the tetragrammaton, and he consumed it all, and there was no space for him to have a conversation with his wife. The lack of space for conversation is reflected in the birth of the 2 twins, Cain and Abel. Abel in Hebrew, hevel, means steam or mist, but also the inner breath that we take, which is undressed in words yet, is the steam that we have inside in the heart, the steam that is not manageable to speak because it's so inner. We can blow this steam into a flute, and then we can hear the sound that comes from the flute, but it's not a word. It's a sound. So Abel is the aspect of silence, the silence of Adam after consuming the whole tree. And Cain is the aspect of the violent one. Silence in Hebrew is Elem. Elem. From this word, Aleph Lamed Mem Elem, Elem, we have alimut, violence. In a way, the silence of Abel, this inner breath that cannot be spoken, its polar mirror is violence. So we have silent Abel as a lamb and violent Cain. And each one is cancelling the other. There's deep polarization in those two aspects in one person. And Cain kills Abel, cancels his silence by his violence. Now, to correct this silence of Adam, of consuming the whole world basically for himself, we're dipping bread in salt. When we dip bread in salt, we have the merge of 78 and 78. Lechem and Melach, we get 156, which is the value of Joseph. Yosef, also 156 is 6 times the tetragrammaton. 6 is the value of the letter Vav in Hebrew, which is also reflects the spirit. So when we dip bread in salt, we give avance to the spirit, that the spirit comes first. Another aspect, we say in English, to dip bread in salt. In Hebrew, we say lechem be-melach, be in. Bet, the letter bet, has the value of 2. In English, we say in salt, in Hebrew, be-melach. Since the value of the letter bet is 2, we shall double the value of salt. Salt is 78. Double 2, value of the letter bet in salt, and we have 156 plus the 78 of the word bread, lechem, and we have 234. 234 is 9 times the tetragrammaton. Not 10 times like Adam consumed the whole tree, but 9 times the tetragrammaton, meaning there is a space of the last sphere. In the heavenly kingdom, there is a space for conversation. There is a space in which everyone can be who he is without cancelling his friend. The value of 234 also implies to Abraham. The value of the word Abraham, Avraham, is 248. The letter He in the name Abraham has usually the value of 5, but as we already have shown, the letter He can be written also with 2 other letters, Daled and Yod. Daled is the 4th letter in the Hebrew alphabet and Yod is 10. When we take the He not as value of 5 but as 4, and from the 10 we take the potential the 1, we have 1 to 4 or 14. When we deduct from 248, which is the value of Abraham, the value of 14, we get 234, which is the value of the term lechem bemelach, bread in salt. So, in other words, Abraham was a corrected version of Adam. This is why Ezekiel says, Echad haya Avraham. Abraham was one, not divided between 2 trees, but all the time with the One, with the Spirit. So, what did we learn today? We learned that in a little action and attention, we can correct the universe by even thinking about it. Also, if we can do it. Deep bread in salt, we give advance to the Spirit. We are restricting our domain, or we are restricting our power, or wish to control nature or people or other situations in life. We quit control. In what way? Not in the way that we don't think, or we don't act, or we don't feel, but we're limiting our power of consuming everything. In this little action, we are correcting the first sin. So I wish us all to think about it, to reflect, and if you have more questions and a greater need to clarify things that are not yet understood, please write to us. We shall be more than happy to help and clarify things. Wishing you all a beautiful day and wonderful week. Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Kol Tuv and Shalom.